Hey, okay, it's 6:03, and so far I have to figure out the times. Maybe I should have did it for late on getting my times. He comes to join me. And when you do sign on, oh, somebody's here, number one. Type something, let me know who you are, that you're here. There's two people here now. Let's see if I can get my any comments up. I'm on my laptop, not my phone. I usually film on my phone. So, oh, I lost one person already. I'm hot tonight. There's number two. Okay, say something. Say hi. Who's here? I'm here in New Minas, Nova Scotia on day 3 of isolation. So let me know who's here, and we'll get started. I just want to pop on and say hi. Just because A, I haven't gone live in a long time. B, I have 14 days to be by myself, so I definitely need some interaction. And there's 4 people now here, so that's wonderful. Yeah, so earlier today I filmed a video, and I just noticed, I guess I hadn't really realized it, but I haven't really talked to anybody other than, some nice window visitors we'll talk about. But since probably I moved to the airport hotel in Houston on Tuesday afternoon, so apart from the lady that did my COVID test, I haven't really had any conversations in several days. Alexandra's here from Ontario, and I am so happy to be back in Canada. Thank you. And I probably will be doing some rambling. Joanne is here. Hi, Joanne, an Instagram gal. And I saw Joanne. Joanne and I have a little group of Instagram gals in Houston that we meet up with every so often, but it's been a while since we saw each other. But we did get together before I left, and I think you guys will know everybody if you follow Wax community on Instagram. There was me, Joanne, Shantae, Danny, and Danny's mom, and Penny, and they're all Instagram people, and we all love Wax, and we talk about Wax and share our common love of home fragrance and things like that. So nice to have you guys here. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I haven't really talked to anybody in days and days and days. So I have a lot of stuff that I need to get out anyway. So I don't know what you guys want. Do you want to hear about how my isolation is going? I'll just briefly tell you, I arrived here in New Minas Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. That is my first day of isolation. If you're not from Canada and you're kind of unfamiliar with the whole isolation protocol, when you come into the country, you're required to isolate for 14 days. I did have to fill out an app that had my place of isolation on it. I do check in on 2 different websites every day. One with the Arrive Can app. I check in there. And then I also have to check in with Nova Scotia Safe Check-in. I check in there as well. So 2 check-ins a day. And I did have to get permission from Nova Scotia to come into the province, because currently, they're probably going to change it in the next couple of weeks, but currently you cannot travel province to province in Canada like you can in the States. States, you can go state to state, no big deal. Here you cannot. Hey, Patricia, thanks for popping in. So here you cannot travel province to province. You do need permission. So I needed permission from 2 provinces. I needed permission from Nova Scotia to come into the province, but I also needed permission from New Brunswick, because the point of entry that I passed through Maine, I went into New Brunswick, drove through New Brunswick to get to Nova Scotia. So I also needed to get permission from to drive through, which I did. You go online, you fill it out, and I get a confirmation number. And my permission was a drive-through permission. So it sounds like a lot. It is a lot. So all these little things, I sold the house, I packed, got moved, blah, blah, blah. But then there's a lot of these little things that also take up time and organization and things like that. So anyway, I did all that. I got my pass-through number. I got my permission to come into Nova Scotia. However, so 2 nights before I came, I had to go to this Arrive Can app. That's where I place of isolation. They ask you all the questions. Did you get your COVID test? Blah, 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 blah. And then, so that was all good to go. Hey, Jacob, Allison, everybody, Angel, congratulations on getting through the loop. Congratulations on your retirement. So happy for you. Thank you. But although I initiated the process through the Nova Scotia Safe Check-in app or process, I hadn't got a response yet. So when I got to the Nova Scotia border, they asked me, did I have my Nova Scotia Safe Check-in number? No, I do not, I said, but I've initiated it. And I showed him all my paperwork from the Canadian border, blah, 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 everything. He said, okay, I can see that you have all your ducks in a row. I'm going to let you in. He did not have to let me into the province of Nova Scotia. And my sister, Joanne, said, they're turning people away if they're not prepared. And I said, okay, well, I'll take my chances. So I did get a nice guy. He said, look, I'm going to let you in. Other people may not because you don't have your isolation number, but I can tell that you have in process. I can tell you have all your ducks in a row. You're prepared. So I'm going to let you in. So off I go. But he said, make sure you go directly to your place of isolation, which I did. So this is where I've been. And so when I got here at the Canadian border, I'm just going to rolling over into the family room. I'm back. But at the Canadian border, they give you, it's Switch Health, I think I check in. They give you 2 COVID tests. So I had to do one when I arrived here, and the other one, this one I'll do on day 8. And you call a toll-free number, and a nurse watches you do it to make sure you're doing it correctly, not just barely touching, but it definitely needs to go into your nostril and into your brain. Susan's here. Hey, Susan, thank you for making it. Do fill out all the correct paperwork, put the sticker on it, and Purelator Courier comes to pick it up. They came to pick it up on yesterday. So I'll do that again on day 8, another COVID test. And then I'm released at 11:59 p.m. on my 14th day of isolation, which will be June the 30th. So obviously I'm not going to leave at midnight, but the next day I'll be out. So that's what's going on here. Yesterday was kind of a lazy day. I Scentsy phone calls regarding my account switching from US to Canada. I had a couple on the phone with the courier a couple of times. I thought they got lost, whatever. And just kind of vegging out. And then, so the first night I got here, my friend Jane, who lives in Wolfville, a couple of minutes away, she called me on the phone. She said, what room are you in? I said 111. And she said, oh, what does it overlook? And so I walked to the window and I was pulling back the curtain to tell her on the phone what it overlooked. And I pulled back the curtain and there she was, her and her husband, her son, Sean. So that was a really super nice surprise. And then today, Doug and Richard came. Doug, who you'll see a picture on Facebook, Doug and I went to nursing school together, and Doug and I and 2 other classmates came down here together in 1989. There was 4 of us. So I've known Doug since I went into nursing school in 1987. So Doug and I go way back. And he came back, he moved back probably, I don't know, time goes so fast, maybe 12 or 13 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. Doug came back. And then last year, and Jane also a nurse, she went to nursing school. She graduated a year after I did at a different school. But at that time, all the Canadians kind of hung out together. So I've known Jane since 1990. And so once everybody came back, and Jane and her husband, Jeff, had intended to come back at some point. Jeff is able to work from home. They bought a summer house up here. They came back last year in March, only intending to go for a vacation, and they got stuck up here. They haven't been back to Texas since March of 2020. And they ended up selling their house, arranging movers, furniture, everything they did online. They never, ever came back, and they were able to do all that from where they are here, which is a big undertaking as well. So anyway, I'm glad. So anyway, as I said, so this past year, it's like, why am I here? My family's up there. All my friends have moved back now. Like, there's no reason for me to be here. Then with the political situation, with COVID, it's like, it's time for me to go back. There's time for me to go back. So I'm back. So here we are. So that's where we're at. So it's kind of, my room is small, as I said earlier, but it's clean. It has everything I need. I wish it had a bath. I really wanted a nice, hot, soaky bath after my 13-day travel from Portland, Maine to here on Thursday. But anyway, it's fine. I have everything I need. I'm not wanting for anything. Lots of people bring me wine, so that's nice. Not that I did actually bring wine across the border when I was in Portland. When I got my car back from the transport company, the first place I went, well, the only place I went, although I was going to go to Trader Joe's, but I thought, okay, you don't really need to go to Trader Joe's because that's just more stuff you're going to bring across the border. But anyway, I went to Walmart and I bought black box wine. Now, I'm not a wine connoisseur by any means. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. But if I'm having a group in, there's this, I don't know if you guys can get it here. I say you guys, but I guess it's us guys now. It's actually called black box wine. This is Malbec. So, as far as boxed wine goes, that's pretty good. I don't mind black box wine actually. I've tried mostly reds. The Malbec is my favorite. I've also tried the Pinot Noir and the Merlot, but I love the Malbec the best. But anyway, so I bought 2 of those. One is still in my car. And so when you come across the border, in your vehicle, I guess, you can have, I think, 1.5 liters of alcohol. And I had 2 of those who I was over. So they ended up charging me $24 duty. That's totally fine. On the moving van, though, because I've been out of the country for more than a year, I'm allowed to bring 600 liters of alcohol back, which I did not. But I do have several cases of wine on the moving van. So that was nice. And of course, all of that wine that I brought back came from Trader Joe's, because you can get really these, even they're $2 or $3 chucks. That's really good wine. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's lots of varieties. You've seen my Trader Joe's hauls. Really, really decent wine for $5 and $6. So I have 4 cases. I have 2 red, 1 white, 1 rosé. And none of those bottles are over the most expensive one was $6.49, but most of them were under $6. So if you have a Trader Joe's, wherever you're watching me from, get to Trader Joe's. If you like wine, you need to be buying your wine there for sure. And just go up and down the Trader Joe's aisles. You don't know how many people have said to me, Ramona, you're going to miss Trader Joe's. And it's like, yeah, I am actually. But anyway, hopefully next year, maybe I can take a trip back and pick up some things that, do a little Trader Joe's haul in Texas. So anyway, that's that. I'm rambling on. Any questions? Who else has something to say? Today I did get out for a walk. I am allowed to go out once. And I called the front desk and I said, I'm going out for a walk. Do I need somebody? She said, no, that's fine. Just go. So I just walked around the hotel a couple of times. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, honestly. And there's hardly a car in the parking lot. I think there's probably there's somebody across the hall. I hear the dog barking. But down on this level, we're in the isolator zone. I think there's only 2 or 3 people down here, but me and like 1 or 2 other people. It's very, very quiet down here. Last night, somebody checked in. They were pretty noisy. Otherwise, there's not too many people here. The parking lot's empty. I don't know. I guess people just aren't really traveling yet, and they're not. And 23rd, I think they're going to be opening the Atlantic bubble. So New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland are going to be in their own bubble. So those 4 provinces will be able to travel province to province without having to check in. But the rest of the country, no, you still can't come to the Atlantic bubble. So Joanne says, can you tell us where you'll be living when you're by isolation? Yes. So I take possession or sign the lease. I've signed the lease already, but I get my apartment on August the 1st. So that gives me the month of July that I have a lot to do, like open a bank account and get my pension and 401k transferred up to the US to my Canadian bank. I need to get furniture for bedroom, living room, and dining room. I need renter's insurance. That's a requirement of this property. And I need to get my driver's license and registration for my new car. And what else do I need to do? And get my power hooked up. So I need to do all those things. Plus, I've been gone for almost 2 years, so I need to go see my parents. So when I get out on the 1st, that's a holiday here. So we're going to have a barbecue at my friend Jane's house. And then, so I'll probably just spend a couple of days here. Maybe the next week I'll go see my parents, but these are things that these things I need to get done first. Partly because I need some documentation of where I'm living for Scentsy as well, to prove that I'm residing in Canada now. I have a little issue there, but anyway, I'm going to get it all worked out. So yeah, so the first couple of days I'll be here. I'll go see my parents. I have a sister in Bridgewater, about an hour from here. I'll go see her. I can't go see Joanne yet because their border is closed, but hopefully by that time it will be open, and they'll be coming down to see, because my sister Joanne in New Brunswick, they haven't been home to see my parents either in a while, so they'll be coming down. But anyway, I'm going to be living on a property called Woodman's Grove. And if you look up Woodman's Grove, Wolfville, Nova Scotia, you'll see it. It's a set of 4 buildings. They're different colors. I'm in the yellow building, and my apartment overlooks Blomidon. So you can also Google Blomidon, Nova Scotia. It's like a big lookout mountain on the other side of this little bay. So that is going to be my view, which is absolutely gorgeous. And actually, when I was driving into Neminas last night, coming on the go around a bend, and Jane told me today is exit 10. When you go around exit 10, as soon as you come out of this little curve, I said out loud, "Oh my God, it's Blomidon!" It was like so beautiful, so beautiful. So I'm going to be living in a 2-bedroom den apartment. So I'll have a specific place to put my computer, my filming gear, all my Scentsy business stuff, my Color Street business stuff. And I'm really excited, but I do have to get some bedroom furniture first. Looking forward, all the sisters are, to our first sister weekend. So excited about that. And where I'm going to be living in Wolfville, Nova Scotia, it's wine country, very similar to Sonoma County in California. I guess just the temperature here and the soil composition, whatever. So there's lots and lots of wineries here. And actually, there's one winery, it's called Lightfoot Winery. You can Google that too. And that's just down the road from where my apartment complex is. So that's within walking distance. And all of these little wineries have hop on, hop off buses and wine tours and things like that. So really, really excited about that. It's going to be a great place for friends to come visit. And I've had several friends come today. As I said, Doug and Jane and Doug's husband, Richard, came today. And then later after that, my junior high friend, Kim, and her husband and his sister, Marion, they came to visit today. I mean, visiting through the window only. And I might have another surprise at her tomorrow. I'll post pictures if she comes. And so I'm getting a great, great welcome. And this is why, when you leave something, and I always knew I needed to come home, and I always knew this is where I needed to be, and I always knew my family's here, my friends are here. I always knew all of that. But now that I'm here, and I had so much love leaving Texas. Like on my last day of work, I'm not going to cry. It was amazing. You have to go to my Facebook page and see all the love they gave me. Those guys went over the top for me, and we've never had an exit party like that for anybody. Like, I was so humbled with the love I had there. Thank you, Natasha. Anyway, in that way, now that I'm back here, I'm feeling that love here, and it just solidifies everything, why I'm back and why I need to be here. And I waited too long, but anyway, that is what it is. I can't change that, but I'm here now, and I'm happy to be here. There will be lots of adjustments, and I will be back, Joanne. No worries. I will be back. There's going to be a lot of adjusting from big city, 4 million, 5 million people to a small town of 10,000. It's going to be big. It's a big adjustment. The capital city of Nova Scotia is Halifax, and that's about 50 minutes from where I am. Also a very multicultural city, very diverse, because it's on a port. It's a port city, so people come there. So when I need my Indian food and Middle Eastern food and whatever, cultural thing, and I've already looked for Middle Eastern markets there. There's Asian markets there, so I can get all my goodies for when I'm cooking. And things are a little slower here. Like Jane said, you just gotta, bite your tongue sometimes because things just aren't as fast paced as they are in a big city. It's like, I understand that, and that's okay. That's why I wanted to come to the small town. The city is there. It's close enough. If I need to go to the city, I can, but I'm ready for some relaxation and downtime. So that's where I'm at. So I move into my new place on August the 1st, a two-bedroom den apartment overlooking Blomidon. It's really, really pretty. And for work, so I'm mostly retired. I'm going to take, July, August off and just chill and relax and be with friends. Thank you, Brandy. I'm very happy to be back. So I would like to volunteer at the hospital one day a week or once every other 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks, something like that. I definitely want to do something in volunteer mode. Will I go back to labor and delivery? I don't think so. Oh, my sister's trying to get on. Okay, can you guys help me with this? My sister Margot was saying that she's trying to watch the live video, says I am restricted and have no access to the video. Did anybody else get that message? Asking now. Susan P is here. Hey, Susan. Okay, so that's interesting. Everybody else is able to get on. Okay, nobody else is having that problem. Hang on. Problem. Try a different device. Yep, nobody else is getting it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, am I going to go back to labor and delivery? I don't think so. I mean, here, no, I got a notification, clicked it. Okay, just click it. So I'm used to working for my whole career of all the times that I worked OB. I did a stint, I did an OR internship, and I worked in the Berkeley Eye Center for a little while. But most of my career has been in obstetrics. Oh, I did work for a couple of, hey, Jamie. I did work for a couple of high-risk maternal fetal medicine physicians as well. But anyway, in labor and delivery, I've worked in high-risk centers. So here in this little town, all the high risk goes to the city, and they just do low risk, straight up deliver your baby, no complications, no maternal problems, no fetal problems. Everything else is fine. Is she logged into her YouTube account? Okay. Are you logged on to your... I'm a one thumber texter. I know some people go with two thumbs. I can't. Go to YouTube account. Okay. Okay. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so all the high risk goes to the city. So all we do down here is low risk. So I might do labor and delivery one day a week. I might do postpartum one day a week. That would be an easy gig. But also they just opened a huge regional, not just for the town of Wolfville, but all of this region, a COVID center. So they do COVID tracing, they do testing, and they do vaccines. I never have to log in and look at your other videos. Okay, try. Okay. Yeah, so they do contact tracing, testing, and vaccinations. And at some point, we're probably going to get boosters, just like a flu shot every year. So that might be something I can look into as well. The province of Nova Scotia itself has already over 70% vaccine rate, way better than Texas. Hey, Katie Moore's here. Katie is one of the gals I worked with at Memorial Hermann. I miss you guys. That's so cool. Because I don't think anybody, well, I guess now they do because I posted it, but I don't think anybody in my crew there know that I have this YouTube thing going on. So yeah, I do. Katie, surprise, I'm a YouTube creator. But anyhow, so I would like to do that. That's something. Anyway, I was saying province of Nova Scotia is much higher vaccination rate than does Texas. They have far less anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, all that business, political business. We won't get into that. But anyway, I'm really happy that Nova Scotia is kind of way up there doing what they're supposed to do. So, Katie, what's new in Memorial Southwest? Anything I need to know? Give me some gossip because I'm missing something. I just wanted all your move videos. What missed you already? Oh, thank you, Kate. And from Lansing, Michigan. Thank you, Carla. Katie, so all these people watch my video. I don't even know how to explain this really. Anyway, let's just move on. Yeah, my secret, Katie, it's out now. Okay. So, so otherwise, yeah, everything is going well so far. I can tell that already, as I said, I'm getting, it's only day 3. I'm getting stir crazy. And I feel that like I haven't really, nobody's talking except me, but I already feel like I have all this extra energy that I need to release. And so that walk did me well today. So hopefully I can do that like at least 3 times tomorrow. And getting lots of wine in doesn't help either. It doesn't hurt. It probably doesn't help either. So, so as far as wax goes, tell us what you're binge watching. So as I said yesterday, I didn't do a whole lot because I had things to do with Scentsy and getting my COVID test picked up. I had lots and lots of suggestions. And one thing I do need to watch, which everybody has watched except me, I think, is Bridgerton, I think. I've not watched that yet. But what I am watching is on Apple TV called S-E-E. And Heidi's man, Jason, is in. There's Heidi here. I don't think Heidi's not here, I don't think. But Jason Momoa is in it. We all know how much Heidi loves Jason. And it's about this, the Earth in the future, or I'm not sure what the timeline is. I don't know. In the past, I guess. Anyway, something happened to planet Earth. The human race was decimated except for like 2 million people, and all of those 2 million people are blind, and they've learned to adapt and continue living their life all being blind, except that maybe try doing some yoga to relax. They have lots of videos on YouTube. Okay, well, I don't think this body's really in good shape for yoga, but I am planning. I'm going to be walking. I did buy some stretchy bands, and I do have some videos lined up, like walk in place kind of videos that I'm going to do that. And then Natasha also asked, how will you manage your Scentsy deliveries now that you're in a hotel? Until I get to my apartment, all my Scentsy business is going to go to my friend Jane's house, and I'm not ordering, obviously, because I don't want her to be overloaded with all my Scentsy business stuff. But so once I get to my place, then I'll switch it from her address to my place. So that's not too much of a big deal. I am having trouble though getting my Scent of the Month club situated. So hopefully they'll get that fixed in the next couple of days, weeks or so like that. But anyway, so yeah, check out this check out, did Margot make it here? Margot, are you out there? I don't even know what I was saying now. Okay, so anyway, I am reading is the book I am reading is called The Tattoo Thief. The Tattoo Thief by Alison Belsham. You can see it's this one right. Oops, son of a gun. It is that one right there, The Tattoo Thief. And if you like murder mysteries or kind of cheesy, murder things like that, it's about this serial killer who was killing people and stealing he's flaying their tattoos off their body and turning it into leather. So if that's interesting to you, you might want to check it out. It's kind of creepy, but that's kind of what I read. Okay, I have deep and educational or historical things. After like every 3 or 4 cheesy books that I'll do, but my mind is just when I'm reading, I just want to read for relaxation and not really education at all. I'm done. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about? I guess Margot didn't make it. Katie, what's new? So this group of gals that I worked with at Memorial Hermann Southwest in Houston, it's probably the best. No, not probably. They are the best because, as I said, I've worked a lot of different places. But and although I've been in Houston for 32 years, the longest place I worked was at Southwest for 14 years. So I have some long-standing, lifelong friendships at Southwest. Katie's one, and our little group. And it's Netflix, The Umbrella Academy, and Medici the Magnificent. Okay, Medici, is that like a historical? Because the Medici's from Italy. I would be interested in Netflix, The Umbrella Academy. I could try it. I'm not. If it is a chick flick, because I'm not into chick flicks. I'm just not. I'm a chick, but I'm not into chick flicks. Imran has called me every single day since I've left. Too little, too late. I miss him. He misses me, but that's, Were you able to get your new bottle of wine open? Just wondering if you brought a corkscrew. Please, girls. You know that. Did I bring a corkscrew? You know me, Susan. And is Susan Fitz still here? I don't know if she's here or gone. But anyway, because I didn't know this, but Phoenix doesn't. Well, I don't know, Susan. He may not wish that, but too little, too late. I mean, I did everything I could. But Carla, I have a box which doesn't need a corkscrew, so I'm good. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I did everything I could for 22 years, off and on, off and on. I was always the one, making concessions. I was always the one, making it work and, whatever. I can only give so much. I have nothing left. You can only give what you have. And after a while, the cup becomes empty unless it gets refilled with whatever, So my cup was almost empty with him. So even if he had asked me to stay, I wouldn't. I had to move on. So, yeah. So what I'm drinking is a local wine here in Nova Scotia called Nova 7 by Benjamin Bridge. I guess that's a winery. I'll have to learn all about that. Yeah, Joanne, you do. And so many years I made my patients, the doctors, him, my family, whatever. Not my family. My sisters don't ask for anything, but made everybody but me the priority. And so it's time for me to be the priority. And that might sound selfish, but that's how I'm feeling. But anyway, so this is a product of Canada, produced in the Gaspereau Valley, Nova Scotia. So as I said, it's Nova 7 by Benjamin Bridge. It's a little bit of a sweet wine. It's sweeter than I typically would buy for myself. It's not Moscato. It does have some effervescence to it, but it's good and I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm more of a dry wine person. 20 years is a lot of time to give somebody when they don't give much back. Yep, you're right. Anyway, that's life. So I'm going to be moving on and see what happens here in Nova Scotia. I don't know. Very slow, very, very slow. Susan, are you out by the pool? Susan always I'm behind on everybody's videos. I'm behind on posting in my Color Street book, Color Street book, and my Color Street business. I really need this. One of my goals is to get back in my Color Street mode. I've been kind of slacking off on my group and sales and things like that. So I'm going to get back onto that. If you like Color Street, just FYI. When you get yourself settled in your place, I'd like to see some more cook-alongs. Oh yeah, and I've been meaning to do cook-alongs too, but it'll be fun in my new place. My new kitchen in the apartment is like a typical, apartment. I'm making dill pickle salad, like dill pickle salad. Is that like dill pickle potato salad or dill pickle pasta salad? What is the dill pickles? I have to look this up. Anyway, so it's just a typical galley kitchen, apartment kitchen. It does have a pass through with bar stools, like a high counter. I'm going to miss my big island. I'm going to miss the fact that it's really open and, it was a great entertaining space. Alicia's here. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Alicia is one of my Scentsy teammates on my team under Lisa Roberry. As is Susan Fitzpatrick. On my last day in Houston, Texas, I had to set my alarm for 3:30 in the morning to get a 5:30 flight from Houston to Texas to Portland. Alicia set her alarm for 3:30 in the morning to say goodbye to me. And we haven't even met in person, but we talk. We FaceTime a few times. She's just my teammate, and I love her. And Alicia, thank you so much. That meant the world to me. That really, really did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. And Alicia and Susan and everybody else if there's anybody else on my team here, you guys, Scentsy Family Reunion 2022. We're all going to meet and we're going to have a blast, and it's going to be long overdue. And we all know that's out because Scentsy Family Reunion, if you don't know, is our once a year humongous worldwide conference. It was canceled last year. It was supposed to be Salt Lake City. It was canceled this year. It was supposed to be Charlotte. And so next year it's going to be the best. Scentsy Family is the best. Absolutely, Carla. Are you a consultant, Carla? Maybe you are. Alicia's crying. Yes, 2022. We're all going to do it. We're all going to be there. So many people I want to meet on my team. Of course, Lisa Roberry is right at the top. She's my director. We have a fabulous, fabulous team. I've made so many Scentsy friendships. Awesome, Carla. I'll see you in 2022 also. I've made so many awesome friendships from my Scentsy life and my Scentsy connections and my Scentsy, just so many people that I call friends. Susan Fitzpatrick, another dear friend that I've never met in person, but I will. Susan is another dear, dear friend to me. So many people that I have left in the States to come back here, but we'll get together someday. Anyway, what's the day without Ramona crying? Oh my God. I was just saying this morning, my eyes are just a mess from all this crying I've done the last couple of weeks. It's ridiculous. But talking about eyes, so I wanted to get my eyelids done forever and a day, this extra business here. This is what bothers me. I can live with this. I can, mess around with that. Oh, Metallica Mom is here. Thank you for coming. Oh, gosh. But anyway, so in Texas, I wanted to get my eyelids done. So insurance doesn't cover it. And if I want to pay out of pocket, most it's going to be like $2,000 per eye. That's pretty standard. I could go to Mexico and have it done there for maybe $1,000 an eye, but not sure about doing that. But come to find out when I come back here, because I don't understand the process yet. I don't know, but I can pay out of pocket for my eyelids here and have them done for $2,000 for both eyes. So I'm going to do it. I'm really going to do it. Maybe I should do that while I have this month or two off in the next couple months. Maybe I'll do that too. Something to think about. Okay, let's see if my sister made on. Are you on? Angela's melting moments, lots of times making dinner, but now I can eat and listen. Hugs. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, my sister's still not on. Dang it. Did you try a different? My field of vision actually affected my. Oh, sorry, I was going to get if I wanted to go for it. I'm going to. Okay. So the people that just signed on, like Metallica Mom, Angela, Alicia, did you guys have any trouble getting onto this? Because my sister says that she can't get on. She got an error message that she doesn't have permission or something like that. Yes. I wonder if I invited her. Is there a way to invite somebody? Is she using a cell phone or a computer? Hi, Tori. Thank you, Junie. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be home. I really am. Okay, Alicia's on a cell phone. Susan P's on her computer. Do you have the setting on made for kids? No. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't. Okay. It's weird. So yeah, so then Patricia knows the toes. I don't know if Patricia's still here. She lives like in the suburbs of Halifax, the capital. So she's about, I think Kim and her about equidistant to me. Like when I go out, no, actually I'll probably go, if I go on the main highway here, I would probably get to Patricia's house first. So Patricia's probably about 45 minutes away, something like that, maybe, if you still have Patricia. And then Candy Kim 1978 is probably closer to like 55 minutes, something like that. So I'll be getting together with those gals at some point. Maybe like I don't know, a chat or something. Okay, what else? What else do you want to know? I did get some lovely flowers today, 2 bottles of wine, and 4 cans of different kind of beers today from my friend Kim. In the fridge anyway, like different things, like 2 different flavors of this Coors seltzer. This is mango, and I got also one grapefruit. Then she brought me another brew with dark berries in it and another hard apple cider. So that was pretty nice. So all my friends know me. But anyhow, so I guess that's about it. I guess one thing I did bring, which I used to do this all the time. I haven't done this, like, I don't think I've done it at all in 2021, is diamond painting. I thought that's a good idea. Will kill some time. I'll do some diamond painting. And okay. Oh, that's a good question. Fur babies. Okay. Let me talk about that. I want to get fur babies. Awesome. You can do reviews maybe. Drink for 11 days straight. Sounds good to me. Well, I'm going to try not to, Metallica Mom, but chances are I'm going to have a sip every day. Yeah. But okay. So the cats. So Roxy and Stella are here in Wolfville, where I'm going to be living, just a few minutes away from here. And I wanted to get them up here before I sold the house, because I didn't want people coming through the house, seeing cat toys, the litter box. And of course, I clean it all the time, but still it's unpleasant to look at. And I do have a lid on it, but still, I did not want it there. So I know, and this leads to another story. So it was a long process. Tori, that's okay. Been there, done that. Probably will happen again. So I'm with you there. It happens. But anyhow, so because the Canadian-US border was closed and the Halifax airport was closed, I had a devil of a time to get these kittens up here. So I'll cut to the chase. So many different options, or clearly I'm not cutting to the chase. A couple of different options did not pan out. They couldn't go cargo, air. I'm I might too, Susan. What the hell? Let's all do it. They could not go air cargo on air. They could not go cargo on Air Canada. I could fly them up, one cat per person, to Montreal. That's the closest airport that was open to Halifax, but that's still like 12, 14 hours away. So that wasn't going to work. So somebody said, go look in Facebook. There's a Facebook group for everything. And sure enough, there is. I mean, another one called Canadians Living in the US with an Exit Plan. That was a really great group to be in. I got a lot of good information there. But anyway, I looked for groups for animal transport to Canada, something like that. And I did find a gal. She's also a Scentsy consultant. Until I went to pay her, and her address was blah, blah, blah at Scentsy.ca. It's like, oh my God, are you a Scentsy consultant? And then, so my heart was rested a little bit easier knowing that I was giving my cats to her for safekeeping, whatever. So what happened was her and her husband, they live in Ontario, Mississauga, Ontario. They have been granted essential worker status by Canada so they can get back and forth across the border to bring people's pets in and out. So they did fly cargo on American Airlines from Houston to Buffalo, New York. I was a wreck the whole time, a wreck. I mean, can you imagine being in cargo hold, probably mostly dark with maybe hey, Canada Kim's here. Thank you for coming on. And so anyway, they got in cargo to Buffalo. Then this gal and her husband came across from Mississauga to Buffalo, picked them up and took them across the border back to Canada to Mississauga. They stayed there 2 nights. Then they got on with a trucker, like a 18-wheel trucker, and in the cab, not in the back. And they drove from the Mississauga to Amherst, Nova Scotia. And that's where then my friend picked them up. Jane picked them up from Amherst and took them to her brother's place. And so Jane's brother and his wife have them now. They've had them since whenever that was, like 6 weeks ago, I guess now. And they're going to continue to have them until they get in the apartment. So, but that leads me to another story. So this trucker, also in a Facebook group called Maritime Animal Transport, they and not just truckers, a lot of truckers, as they're driving down their scheduled route, they will bring people's pets with them and drop them off from point A or point B. Or if you're adopting a pet from point A, they'll bring them to you for point, whatever, things like that, getting animals around. Yeah, it was a big adventure because I'm sure it was scary. So these truckers are in this group, and other people are in this group called Maritime Animal Transport. And so now I'm a member of this group, and I see people posting all the time, hey, I'm going from Wolfville to Guysborough. If you need transport for an animal, let me know. So this is something that I definitely want to do. I definitely want to give back because they helped me get my girls home. So I'm definitely going to be helping other people in this group, Maritime Animal Transport. So I'm super excited about that. Now, how are they doing? Roxy is, the little, movie star, wants to get into everybody's business. She's so, active and happy. And she was the one that did the worst. I thought that she would fit right in, but she did not. Stella, after 3 days or so, she kind of came out of her hiding place and did a little bit better. Now she's all at home and they have the whole run of the house. They can go do whatever they want. So Stella came up relatively soon, like 3 to 4 days. Roxy, like 3 to 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks, not at all. She would come out to eat and go back. She had found a hiding place in a closet in a spare guest room. Stella would come out most of the time, but she would go back and she would stay with Roxy, which made me so happy and cried over that because they're not litter mates and they like each other, but they don't love each other. But now that they're in this strange place, they really have bonded, and I get pictures from them all the time of them, cuddled up together, and that's not what they do. As I said, she would go hide. She wouldn't come out. Gradually, she'd come out a little bit more. She would let Charles and Liz pat her for a few minutes, but then she would just go and just out of the blue, just forget about it. I've had enough. So she got over that, the hissing thing. Then week 3 or 4 out of the blue, she started kitty growling. If you've ever heard a cat growl, it's very disconcerting. It's really strange. And you don't know what the hell that means. So she would growl a little bit. She never bit anybody or reached out or, did any of those things, but she just would do this growling thing. So that was okay. She stopped that. And then still going forward, like week 4 or week 5 now, then she started pulling out the hair on her back that she could reach. And she still needed to be groomed because apparently the truck driver, it's freaky. The truck driver, although I sent him disposable litter boxes, he passed the whole unopened package of litter boxes to my friend Jay. So he never used them. The cats, I guess, used, although I layered it with, puppy pads, that's where they went to the bathroom. So they needed to be groomed desperately, but the groomer wouldn't see them until they saw a vet. So they had to go to the vet anyway. So he checked them all out. They're fine, whatever. So I think she's stopping the hair pulling out now. And I got some pictures the other day. She seems to be, fitting in better now and coming out and about and snuggling with Stella. And she actually sleeps with Charles. She absolutely loves Charles. So great. And Charles lets him in bed with her. It's like, oh, that's your whatever. But anyway, so they're doing good. But until I get back into the apartment, I still won't get them back, nor do I really want to see, because I don't want them to hear my voice if they even remember me. I'm the bitch that gave them away. But if they do remember my voice or might see me, but I'm not really picking them up, they're still going to stay there. I don't want to reinitiate all those, negative things again. So I'm just going to leave them there until it's time to bring them home, and we'll go from there. So that's it. So I guess I was talking kind of loud too, wasn't I? Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to wait. So I guess that's about it, guys. Do we have anything else to say or to think about? Any other questions? So this week, as I said, at my first order of business, I need to get my bank account set up pronto, and I need to get my driver's license and my car registered, because right now I'm driving around with Texas plates on my car. And so the way Nova Scotia is so, I don't want to say regimented, but they're really strict on, the rules and getting everybody vaccinated, which I'm totally happy with, as I said earlier. But so anyway, I'm also be driving like a big red fire truck. Like this says, COVID all over it because I have Texas plates. So I definitely need to get those Texas plates off and get some Nova Scotia plates. I hope so, Alicia. I hope so. I think they will. I hope so. So in the meantime, though, Jane's daughter Maeve made me a sign that says, what does it say? I've been vaccinated. I have 3 negative COVID tests and something else. I don't know. I'm going to put that on the back window of my car. Just people say you just want to put it there just to avoid any, whatever. Although I don't think anybody would, but whatever. I thought they would have straightened it out when you first came over. Straightened out what, Susan? No, I'm not sure. I don't understand the question. Maybe she's talking about my driver's license or something. I don't know. But I have to go anyway. I have to go and I have to make an appointment, just like in Texas. You have to make an appointment to get your driver's license renewed and all that. My registration. My battery's going flat, so I'll try and connect on another device. Yay for now. Okay, thanks for coming on, Natasha. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. I don't know. I think we're just about done. I don't know. I don't blame you for wanting to get your license plates changed. Yeah. So I'll do that. My cell phone number, I'm going to keep that for another month or so till I get situated. There's not really any timeline. I know that people in this Facebook group that I was talking about, Canadians living in U.S. with an exit plan, they have kept their phones up to a year without any problem. They had to do that per province. That's Susan P. I have to get that done. In each individual province takes care of their own, just like Texas and New Mexico and New York. Everybody has their own. I should keep my Texas plates. Absolutely. I never thought of that, Alicia. I'm definitely going to keep my Texas plates. I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. So I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff to do this next week. And for not next week, but when I get out. So anyway, I'll be busy for the next month. And then July, I'm going to, well, no, July's going to be busy. August, once I move in, hopefully my furniture will get delivered within the first week or two. Although my furniture coordinator with Allied Van Lines told me last week, she said, I know your moving date is August the 1st. However, summer months are busy, so that doesn't mean you're going to get your furniture on August the 1st. There might be a 2 to 3 week time lag. So I may be sleeping on a air mattress for a little while. I could always say Jane's, but I kind of want, once I get my own place, I kind of want to be there and get some nice patio chairs and look at the view. My furniture is still in Houston right now. They're not going to start sending it until probably mid-July because I can't get into my apartment until August the 1st anyway. So it's in storage down there for a while. And hopefully I took some advice from Kim, Canada Kim, 1978. So I stored, so when the guy who comes to do and Wisconsin, everything, yeah, so nice guy. Okay, so when the movers came to do the assessment or to give me the bid, the salesman, I guess, he said, he looked in the closet, oh no, you can't take those candles. And he didn't even say anything about the wax smells because I don't think he knew what he was looking at in the bomb shelter. So I don't know if he realized that was just really a whole rack full of, hey, Miss Kelly. I don't really think that he realized that that whole shelving unit was wax, which melts. I don't think he knew that. He just knew the candles couldn't go. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get all this wax back without it all melting because it's going to be in storage for a while. So Kim suggested what she did to get plastic bins, don't put them in the cardboard boxes, which I did. And at first I was putting them all in. I was trying to fit them all in neatly. And so, anything liquid, all my Scentsy dish soap, counter cleaner, they wouldn't take any of that. I packed it myself. So if it's packed by owner, they don't know what's in it. So whatever. But okay, so when I was packing my wax in the plastic bins, I was trying to make them fit better, so I placed them upside down. So it wasn't until I got to the third bin and I remembered, you know what, if this melts, you're going to have a big old mess. So then I went and repacked them all and I packed them up this way. So, I mean, even if they melt in the clam, it's okay. I'm not going to mess with them. Once I get them, I'm not going to mess with them until like a week later, till I know that they're, firmed up again. So if it's a mess, it's a mess, whatever, it's wax, whatever. But I shipped my car from Houston to Portland. So it was in the back of a car for a week. And of course, in the South, it's hot now. It's really hot. So I did have some little wax accidents there. But again, it's just wax. It's just wax. But anyway, so I have, as I said, I have a warmer going. I have a tea light warmer right over there. Do you have any vids on your channel about Color Street? I do, a few. And Carla, I mentioned earlier, you may or may not have been here, but I'm way behind on Color Street. I've been just so focused on the house and moving and documents and this and that and trying to keep up with Scentsy, my main side gig, that I've kind of let Color Street off to the side. But you will, I have a Color Street VIP group. Look for that. I have no idea what the name. Just look for Ramona on Facebook, Color Street Ramona Talk, and you should see my VIP group. And so I'm going to start videos and posting on in the VIP group as well. As of now, anybody in the U.S., hopefully you know this. If you don't know this, Color Street ships to the U.S. So my Color Street will be there. If you need, you can get a text now phone number. It's an app, and you can pick the location if you still want a Texas phone number. Also, it's free. Rings away. Angela, I was about to say that Canada. Okay, Kim, Color Street is coming to Canada. Earlier in the year, they told us 2021. Well, 2021 is almost half over and no word yet. So stay tuned. Color Street is coming to Canada. But if you're in the U.S., no big deal anyway. Just go to my website, Ramona's Color Street. You'll see it. buy 3, get 1 free all the time. Angela, if you wouldn't mind, if you need, you can get a Text Now phone number. It's an app, and you pick the location. If you still want a Texas phone number, also it's free. It rings through to any phone you put it on. Okay, I'm not sure if I understand how that goes, but anyway, send me a message and I'll figure it out. Just send me the name of the app. Text Now phone number. It's an app. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, that's it. I have Color Street on today. It's called denim something. I can't remember now what it was. So this, it looks white, but it's really, really light blue. And then this is like denim fabric, I guess you would say. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like it. Anyway, I just have always done my nails. Even there's pictures of me back in my junior high graduation, grade 9 graduation with Kim, who was one of the gals here today. That's how long we go back to being friends, of me having my nails done. I've always done my nails. I don't know why. Just my thing. What's for dinner tonight? I'll tell you what's for dinner tonight. Chicken tikka masala. So of course, all I have is a microwave. So I have some salad bowls. Those are good to have. I have some quiches. I have I did buy some for breakfast, little Egg McMuffin things. Also for breakfast, I have Special K and some steel cut oats. Yeah, so it's very limited what you can put A, in a little fridge, and B, what you can cook in a microwave. So salads and frozen dinners are what I'm going to be eating for the next 11 days. Color Street says that they last, I don't know, 10 to 12 days, something like that. For me, knowing how much I change, that's how often I change my nails. Usually I change my nails every 4 days, something like that. This last month I have not been, but I did bring some nails with me, some nail sets that I'll be doing and masking as well. So yeah, anyway, 10 to 14 days. Obviously, again, depending on what your job is. If you're a mechanic, then obviously they're not going to last as long as if you're not. But I also bought a whole bunch of masks with me as well that I've been way behind on masking. And my face, Kim says a week. There you go. Yeah, I've not been paying attention to my skin at all. So I definitely need to take care of my skin. And because I used to be very good, very diligent at taking care of my skin. What is this? Oh. Katie Moore is still here. One of my other friends, Jennifer, we were pretty tight too. She said she's already missing her drinking buddy and sent me a picture of her bar. I made some really long friends there. Just wondering, as I've never used them, but they sure do have pretty colors. They do. And they're very easy to apply. You just kind of lay it down and then just kind of cut it off with your thumbnail or file it off, and it comes off with regular nail polish remover. And I usually use little nail clips. We don't need to talk about this. I'm going to talk about something else. Anyway, easy to apply, easy to get off. And I threw out all of my wet nail polish, all of it. I kept 2 bottles for my toes because I'm going to be doing my own petties until I get out of isolation. So I did keep 2 colors for that, but that's it, because I miss my petties. Like every 2 weeks I went for my petty. This is better. I want you sheet mask for 3. I hope so, Susan. And I did. When we had that challenge, which Susan won, I might add, I did miss it. I did do it every night, most nights. I think it's like 28 out of 31 days at that time or something like that. And the boys are liking sheet masks too. Awesome. Okay, say hi to the boys for me and my boy Nick. So anyway, yeah. So Color Street will be coming to Canada at some point. Hopefully this year, because my sisters keep asking too. So I was ordering for my sisters and my cousin, but so it would ship to me, and then yes, every pack. Excuse my big butt. So who asked that question? Susan P. Okay, Susan P. So this I need to show you, and we'll just have a little segue here for just a moment. Let me find one that's unopened. Oh yeah, I love this one. And what else do we need? These. Okay. So oh, I could do that. I could save my empties for sheet masks. Yeah, I could do that. So this is how I get my Color Street nails off, because it is 100% real nail polish. I'm sounding like a salesman now, which is not the whole point of this video at all. But I soak a cotton ball, even like a half a cotton ball with nail polish remover, nail clip, and I get these at on Amazon, or I'm sure you can get them at Sally's, Walmart, anywhere. Leave it on there for 3 minutes, and then when you pull the cotton ball off, everything just comes off in one piece. So that's the easiest way to take off Color Street nail polish. So anyway, so yes, so they come in different sizes, Susan, all big all the way down to little bitty pinky sizes. They are long enough so that one nail strip will do 2 nails. So I have an open package here. Yeah, okay. So these, I mean, they're all, I've taken some out here and used them now. Glare, there. So like this one here, for instance, that would be for my baby nail. So I would put this on one end, carefully score it with my thumb. Like you put it on, rub it down, make sure it's secure. Take your thumbnail and just kind of mush the rest of it off carefully. Take the other half of that and put it on this nail. So one strip does 2 nails. And there's 16 strips in each package. And I do love them. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. This is called Juno the Drill. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like it's blue, like a bluish, violet blue sort of color. I don't know. Anyway, that's that about nails. So yes, I did bring too many nails. I'll never ever use all these nail strips, but I just felt I can't leave home without wax or nail strips. So there you go. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, it's a very pretty blue. It's my favorite. Probably one of my favorite from Color Street. They've got quite a few ones, though, that I really, really like. Thank you so much. Really hoping Susan and I could meet, because we weren't that far away, but it just didn't work out. Oh, these sound great. I could even do it without sight. Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Well, I shouldn't say absolutely can. I've never tried it, but I think what you'd have to, play with it a little bit, your own, level of, what your, God, Rome, send you a big hug, Texas hug. Stay well. Love seeing you. Thank you, Alicia. Bye. If you don't know, Alicia set her alarm at 3:30 in the morning to say goodbye to me from Texas. Like, ridiculous, but one of those kind of friends. Yep. Okay, friends. So I guess will we wrap it up, or what? Any other questions we need to talk about? Anything else? Wow. Wine. I don't know. No, I'm not going to go there. Okay, so I guess we'll wrap it up. And so for as far as nails go, I have a VIP group on Facebook. I have a Scentsy VIP group on Facebook. If you Google Ramona Talk Scentsy, you'll see my address. If you Google Ramona Talk Color Street, you'll see my address there too. And I guess that's it, friends. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me in Nova Scotia during my isolation. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Maybe we'll do this again towards the end, or maybe when I get out of isolation, maybe I'll do it again. Definitely you'll see more of me. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it. Once I move into my apartment, I'm going to do some cook-alongs. I'll thank you, Joanne. Thanks. Do some more cook-alongs. I'll probably give you a little apartment tour once I move in, or before I move in, whatever. I'm kind of concerned because my friend Doug, who was here today, said that he ordered a new bedroom set and it's not coming until December, but he ordered a super big king size bed. It's a special order. So I'm hoping I won't have that much time. And if I get on it in, the first week of July, hopefully it'll be there for hopefully the first week of August. So we'll see. Good to see your plans are in place, guys. You're home. Thanks for all the info on your color street. Enjoy that wine. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pardon me. Okay. I guess that's it. I guess I'll sign off for now. Over an hour again. It always happens that way. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go on for 30 minutes. That's it. And it always turns into more. And then when Kim and I get together, Candy Kim, hello, it's going to be, yeah, we'll just do an hour. Guaranteed. Okay. Because we have so many friends. But anyhow, okay, thanks, friends. I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to have some dinner, some my frozen tikka masala. And thank you, everybody, for joining me and hanging in there. And thank you so much. Okay, I was just telling my sister today, all these friends that I have, my YouTube friends, my Facebook friends, are wishing me well. Again, I left a place of love and I've come back to a place of love. Thank you, everybody, for sending all your well wishes. It really, really, really. On that note, I'll say good night. Thanks for coming, and I will see you soon.